Namaste all of you. My name is Dr. Ritu Singh Rajput, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science, Department of Food and Biotech from Jyoti Vidyapith Women's University. In our previous session, we are discussed about the recombinant therapy and the erythroproteins. And now in this session, we will discuss about the insulin analogs and its role in diabetes. Insulin is a 51 amino acid peptides hormone two which is comprised polypeptide chains that contains chain A and chain B, which is linked by a disulfide bridge. That means they have a disulfide bonds. Insulin synthesized on the ribosome of rough endoplasmic reticulum. That means it is present on the RER and it will be made by the rough RER, which is made by the ribosome, and a single amino acid chain precursor that is called as a proinsulin. After removal of the removal of the single peptide proinsulin is the transfer into the RER, which is rough endoplasmic reticulum, to the Golgi body, where the soluble zinc contains preinsulin hexamers for the formations. And from the where the insulin secreted in the response of the nutrient following metal meals like insulin secreted from the coordinate persolates, and it is related to it is released by the beta cells and the portal vein in the characterized by the biphase patterns. And the first there is acute rapid, which is called as the first phase, from the releasing of the insulin, and it is been released by the pancreatic beta cells, also secrete up to 0.25 to 1.5 unit of the insulin per hour. During the fasting stage, although we have a low level of the insulin, so we have to our cells required us glucose for the making properly insulin, from the background secretion account of the over 50% of total daily insulin production. So we have to need around 50% of insulin from the daily basis. Now I will tell you what are the insulin analogs. We have studied about the structure of insulin and what is the pharmacokinetic properties of the insulin, and what is the molecular pharmacology of the human insulins. Now I will tell you about the properties of the ideal analog, which is the produce the insulins. Properties of the ideal analogs are the fast onset. They have make by the short duration of the action. They require predictability, and the properties of the ideal basal of the analogs are they take long duration of the action, and they rely a flat profiles and a predictability. And the advantage of the advantage of the insulin analogs are, there are so many advantages why we are using the insulin analogs, and there are so many disadvantage of the insulin analogs. So first of all, we have to study about the advantage of the insulin analogs. They provide better control of the sugars. They can carry low risk of the hyperglycemia and the hyperglycemia, and they do not have be injected half and half hour before the meals. It can be injected before the meals. So they can be complements to the improve with the long acting, and the analogs act as a once a day in a insulin, and they need to be snakes and between meal, which is reduced by the short acting analogs. Advantage is the term of the weight gain applicability and the determination of the insulin. So these are the advantage of the insulins. And there are the two types of insulin generally, regular insulins and insulins analog. What are the regular insulin and what are the insulin analogs? We will discuss. So first of all, I will describe what is the regular insulin. Forms hexamers which dissociated slowly into the monomers, thus delaying absorption, and they has delays onset of the action up to half to 1 hour in the postperidial hyperglycemia at the peak timing of 2 to 3 hours, and duration of action is 5 to 8 hours. And it has a need to be administered up to 30 to 45 minutes before the meal, and dose cannot be adjusted according to the size and needs. And it has varies with injection sites and the exercise variability of the absorption at the high up to 25%. And what are the insulins analogs? Now I will describe. Less, it has a lot less prosperity to form hexamers. Even if hexamers are formed, they can be quickly dissociated, they can be moved into the monomers, and they can be rapidly absorbed. And they have rapid onset and action up to 10 to 20 hour 20 to 10 to 20 minutes. They generally they will require 10 to 20 minutes. And the peak time of is it's 1 to 2 hours, and the duration of action will they will be required around 4 to 5 hours. And the mimics of the physiological bonus is they can be administered before the after meal, and they can be doses up to according the size of the meal. And they cannot be they does not vary within the injection site of the exercises. Now there are types of some insulins, which is the rapid acting insulins, and some are the slow, some are the short acting insulins, some are the intermediate acting insulins, some are the long acting insulins, some are the premixed insulins, some are the inhalers. So we will discuss about the few types of insulins. So here is some types of insulin based off the names, which is rapid acting. First form is the rapid acting, second form is the short acting, third form is the intermediate, fourth form is the long acting, and fifth form is the premixed, and sixth form is the that is taken by like a inhalers. So first is the rapid acting, which is contain lispro, aspartate, and glucosamine. So they take onset up to first of all I will tell you about the lispro. Lispro take onset up to 15 to 30 minutes, and it has peak time up to 30 to 90 minutes, and duration it will take around 3 to 5 hours. And about this is part of rapid acting insulin. The second one is the aspartate, which contain onset time of the 10 to 20 minutes, and peak duration is 40 to 50 minutes, and the duration up to they will require around 3 to 5 hours. And next one is the glucosamine, which is required onset time is to 20 to 30 minutes, and peak timing it has a peak timing around 30 to 19 minutes, and the duration when it will be work around 1 to 2.5 hours they will be required up to the duration. This is a rapid acting uh, rapid acting insulin, which is lispro, aspartate, and glucosamine. And they have role in a blood sugar management, which is they cover insulin's needs from the meals eaten on the same timing. It is as the when we will insert the injection. Second one is the short acting insulin, which is regular insulins. It will be onset time is a 30 minute to around 60 minutes, and the peak of the duration is 2 to 5 hours, and the duration of the time it will be 5 to 8 hours. 5 to 8 hours. The role of this insulin is the cover insulin needs of the meal eaten within 30 to 60 hours. Third one is the intermediate acting, which is NPH 1 to 2 hour, and peak timing is 4 to 12 hours, and duration is 8 to 24 hours. And it has covered around insulin. They can cover about the I will tell you the role of this insulin. They in a day, or it can be take about in a day, or it can be taken a night. Next one is long acting insulins. Long acting insulins cover insulin needs for the about one full day, which is degludec, galdrin, and determere. Degludec and it will take around 30 to 90 minutes, and the role of in blood sugar management is longer than 24 hours. And second one is a glargine, which is 30 to 19 minutes, and it will be take around 24 hours. And third one is determia, which is 1 to 120 minutes it will be required, and it will be it in our body it will be take around 20 to 24 hours for the role in a blood sugar management. So it will take around this time. So and the duration is about all these long acting insulin is they have no peak time, and they can be delivered instantly. So they no need time to deliver from blood to our our vessels to blood. They will be they can be transferred very speedily in our blood streams. Now next one is pre-mixed, which is you can also they can tolerate 30 upon 70, it will take 30 minutes, and the peak time of is the 2 to 4 hours, and duration is 14 to 24 hours. And 50 by 50 is required 30 minutes, and the peak timing is 2 to 5 hours, and the duration they will require 18 to 24 hours. And 25 upon 75 it onset timing is 15 minutes, and the peak duration is 30 minutes to 2 upon half ratio, and they will require around 16 to 20 hours. The role of in blood sugar management, they will be required around they produce the products are the generally taken up to 2 or 3 times in a day before the meal time. Last one is the inhaler. What is the inhaler? They can be generally one inhaler are in a market, which is the Axobera. This is generally banned in from the markets. And second one is uh, Afreja, which is take onset timing. It has onset timing within a minute, and they will be required in a 20 to 15 minutes time. And duration of this working duration of this Afreja inhaler is 2 to 3 hours, and they can be taken they have some role in blood sugar in management post renal effects. Premixed insulin are the combination of specific proportion of the intermediates, generally acting and short acting insulin is the one bottle of the insulins, which is pen, and the number of brand name of the indicator the percentage of the each types of insulin. So this is what is the insulin. I've told you about the first in how to they work in our vessels, how to they will required, and how to they will work in our blood cells, how to how to insulin mm, release from the kidney, and how to will be insulin work from, and how many types of insulin analogs are present, and how many types of insulin uh, present in a market, and how many types of analogs, and it is the role of in a blood sugar management, where we will cover in this lecture. And generally from the exam point of view, generally the examiner will ask you first of all question is what is the insulin, and how many types of amino acid peptide chain it's made up by the how many types of peptides or amino acids, and which bond will be between the beta chain, how many beta chain present in the insulins, and which area responsible to synthesize insulin. The next one question will arise from the which uh, after the area where it will be transferred to the which apparatus, which soluble enzyme present in proinsulin, how do we make a in proinsulin hexamer. So these are questions asked in generally exams, and from they will ask any timing duration of the time duration of the insulin, types of insulin, types of chains, and types of analogs which will be used in generally. which type of analogs are used in what are the insulin analogs, what are the structure of insulin, structure of insulin a, chain number 1, and what is the advantage of the insulin analogs. So generally in examination point of view these questions will be asked. Okay, so in this lecture we have covered about the all scenario of the insulin and insulin analogs, advantage, disadvantage, rules, types. So thank you so much.